on your chiropractors.
What are you doing?
What?
Well, we can't walk in together. Wait here for 10 minutes.
Give us a kiss then.
Get it out.
Cheryl, when you see me go like this in court, I'll be thinking about last night. Kath, there's just your backpack. You better?
Yes, thanks. The extra's on his way up from custody, so...
Got a few minutes yet?
Not by me. Shall we? Stand.
What time do you make it?
Can I help you, sir?
I'm here for my son, Paul Drake. I was worried you wouldn't show up. Where did you stay last night? Paul?
What's it to you? Paul? We should talk. Just give us a few minutes, okay?
Morning, Ralph. Number one, second up. What's he up for, then?
We apologise for the inconvenience, sir. As soon as Mr. Davis makes an appearance, your case will be dealt with.
Until then, Mr. Pearson, you better return to the cells to wait. Anything else we can deal with?
Next case, Mr. Lucas. Mr. Lucas.
Representing myself, I'm happy to step up.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas. Very accommodating of you.
Save having an idle court.
Case number 4, your worships, Mr. Warren Lucas.
Just a sec.
Are you Warren Lucas of Lowell's B&B, Pembridge, date of birth 2nd of the 4th, 57?
Yes.
To the charge of using threatening and abusive behaviour, how do you plead?
Guilty with good reason.
7, 6, 4, 3, 2.
The police had asked me to leave the shop twice previously, and I did so in the hope that they would honour their promise to do something about this man. I returned to Park Street General Stores a few days later to witness 2 young girls come out with a flagon of cider. They could have been no more than 13 years old. As I was banned from the shop, I decided to stand outside and picket him. When the police arrived, yes, I refused to leave. Parents have a right to know what this man does.
The test had proven you'd taken amphetamine.
The fact that I had them on me should have proven that.
Work with me here, please. Unless I can explain why you did it. Let me guess. The star pupil at Pembridge High got tired of his reputation as a swot.
You're very good.
I know what it's like to be pressured by your parents.
Do you? How interesting.
Are you more popular now? Having desecrated the school tree. I gather there was quite a crowd that night, cheering, egging you on. I could say that you were feeling excluded by the lads in the 6th form, and so let yourself...
You could, but you won't, Mr. Singh. Because those are not my instructions. My instructions are that I'm dragging them now. Got it?
All right?
Take care. You pull the pants off you. Nothing.
So what else do you do? Besides reading girls' minds.
You haven't impressed me so far, Ginge. Late for court?
Wasn't late. They started early.
Who else is available?
Mr. Singh. You may remember him. You punched him in the face.
Oh, why? The little guy. Now, he's meant to be good.
He may not want to represent you. It's just a hunch.
So why should I stick with you?
Well, I'm self-employed. I need as many legal aid cases as I can get. I need repeat business from the likes of you. So, you can bet your stolen goods that I'll fight for you in there. Mr. Singh won't. Firms like his don't.
I like a man who tells it straight.
In view of your guilty plea and persuasive mitigation, this court orders you to pay a fine of £50. And I strongly urge you, in your own interest, to stay away from Park Street General Stores.
Sorry. I can't promise that. And I'll pay my fine when I'm satisfied that something has been done.
Well, in that case, Mr. Lucas, we may well see you back here again in a few weeks' time.
Which gives you a few weeks to do something.
Sir, you have been sentenced and are in danger of wasting the court's time.
Is it a waste of time to protest against the pollution of youth? Children are our future.
Please leave before this court finds you in contempt.
Have you got kids? I appeal to you, not as a magistrate, but as a man, a father. I see things no parent would want to see.
Do you wish to be escorted out of here?
Oh, there's no need for that.
Just finish your point, Mr. Lucas.
Kids covered in vomit, abandoned by friends, rushed to hospital to have their stomachs pumped. As an alcoholic, I know where drink can lead. And this man corrupts young people for profit, threatens their health and their sanity for the sake of a few extra quid. Nip this in the bud and you'll have less crime. I guarantee you. Then your time may be better utilized.
We'll alert the police to this information again. If only to save you from breaking the law on your one-man crusade. We'll retire whilst our next case is brought up.
Court stand.
Can we just talk about what happened in there?
I just wanted him to have his say.
Yeah, but I do hold, or at least should hold, a certain authority in the courtroom. And you virtually encouraged him to ignore me.
I'm awfully sorry, Miss Tyrrell. I promise never to do it again.
Good.
I understand the possession of Class B drugs and criminal damage are very serious offenses, but these are first offenses, and my client has taken full responsibility and pleaded guilty to both charges. Your Worships, I'm at a slight loss, having received instructions from my client to say next to nothing in his defense. To me, this is indication enough that Paul Drake, a hitherto exemplary student at Pembridge High, is a troubled boy. His father informs me that relations have broken down at home, so I recommend that this court orders a report by the youth offending team. This means an independent social worker could assess...
Is that necessary?
Does he have to be in here?
Could I have a moment to confer?
Yes.
A report could only help us. It may shed some light on this recent change of character. It's better if your father stays. If they agree to a report, then the next issue will be bail, and he can guarantee that you'll live at home.
Better get the tissues out. You likes a good weep.
Paul. Paul. This attitude's not helping your case.
Which is why I believe we should investigate this further.
All you'll find at home are two middle-class conformists and a lot of pretentious art.
I'm inclined to proceed to sentence.
Well, I think we should discuss this in private first.
We'll retire.
Court rise.
And like you, Mr. Rell, I don't get paid to sit in court. I do it because I want to. And I happen to believe that a defendant's freedom of speech is more important than time management. Just so we know where we stand.
Will it take a prison cell to bring you to your senses?
Paul,
Yes, Russell.
listen to Mr. Singh.
It's within their powers to send you to a detention center.
There. I listened.
Oh, hi.
You're not...
No, I know. Case isn't until next week. I got the dates wrong. But as I'm here, I suppose you could spare a minute.
No, not just now. Sorry.
That's okay.
Hello again. Ah, been in?
No, got the dates wrong.
He's tired. Tired of overachieving. He's dumbing down, and life's probably a damn sight more exciting for it.
Then a short, sharp shock might bring him to his senses.
He's only experimenting.
At others' expense. Supposing he encourages his fan club to follow suit.
A report might crack the problem.
Or give him the attention he's seeking.
Oh, come on. My boy used to pretend he was adopted. Boys sometimes want other lives. You can't be that out of touch. Sorry. Too far.
You let off enough steam, or is there more to come?
Oh, done. Had my say.
Okay, we'll order a report.
You're a bit of a pushover on the sly, aren't you?
Yeah. Magistrate with passion will always have my ear. Bear that in mind when you cast your vote for the chair.
Oh, well. But a girl never tells.
We've decided to order a report from the youth offending team. In the meantime, Paul, you'll be granted conditional bail. As part of your bail conditions, you'll observe a curfew from 7:30 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. at your home address of 19 Howard Avenue.
Your Worship, I have information from the police that the defendant is not willing to reside at home.
Too right. Snobs Avenue. Makes me sick.
Perhaps we could put this matter back so I could discuss this with my client.
Well, I'll give you 15 minutes. Now, if you do apply to change his residence, then the court need verification from the homeowners of the new address.
Court rise.
Des. I think. Court stand. Mr. Davis, it's come to my attention on my return to this court that you've been late a total of 4 times in the last 3 weeks. What is your excuse today? You weren't at a police station?
No, I overslept. Sorry.
Well, you should know that custody cases are a priority. Try and make sure it doesn't happen again. Case number 6, Your Worships, Mr. Craig Pearson.
Yes.
You've been charged with theft. Today's hearing is to decide whether you will be granted bail pending the trial.
Sit down, Mr. Pearson.
Miss Cates.
Your Worships, on the 26th of October, a man entered Langford's jewellery shop on the High Street and, whilst the shop assistant was otherwise engaged, stole items of jewellery, namely a tray of rings and 2 necklaces to the value of £1,300. A few days later, police, following an anonymous tip-off, conducted a raid at the home of the defendant and found 3 of the rings hidden in his spare bedroom. He was arrested and charged with theft. This is a very serious crime. The defendant has previous convictions for ABH, possession of Class A drugs, and theft. Prosecution objects to bail on the grounds that the defendant may interfere with witnesses, is likely to reoffend, and fail to surrender.
My client will plead not guilty to this charge. There is no concrete or forensic evidence connecting my client to the crime. Other people, his friends and family, have frequent access to his flat, and he has an alibi to cover the time of the theft. If bail is denied, this innocent man may well spend weeks in prison custody awaiting trial for a crime he did not commit. He won't fail to surrender, as it is in his interest to clear his good name. Under the circumstances, it would be seriously unjust to not grant him bail. I'd also like to apologize to the court again for having caused a delay this morning, but I'd had a very exhausting night working on a particularly tricky case with accelerating results.
Being you don't faze him. He's a cool customer, my Craig. Doesn't break trees, mind.
Just breaks into jewellers.
No. He don't get his hands dirty, Liv. He's the brains behind it all. And he always gets me a little something.
Nice.
Easy. It's not like him talking in the flat, though. I reckon he was looking to pop the question. But a girl's got to keep her options open.
Ranjit? Sorry, still tied up.
Paul? We need to discuss a place to stay.
You'd stay with me, darling. But the old man might not like it.
Paul?
I'd rather rot in a cell and go back with him.
Why are you doing this to me? We used to be able to talk things through.
How embarrassing.
You win.
It's okay. We're still my mates.
Nita, I'm not paying yet, okay? Is he bothering her?
What's up with you and him? He's doing well. Been on a wagon a few months now.
Mad the time, then.
My dad was the same. 1 minute for the
So you understand why, yeah?
Next.
Nose good off my nose. Doesn't go into my pocket.
Warren? Warren Lucas?
You got me into trouble.
It's not my fault Kath started early. And what was that in court, Mr. Davis?
Well, if I can't talk to you directly, can I see you tonight?
Best not. Work night, and I need to conserve my energy.
Did I wear you out? Oh. You better then?
Yes, thanks.
Is it a side effect of glandular fever, the need to humiliate your colleagues in court?
You were late.
I was 2 minutes late. There was no need to get your knickers in a twist.
Big kid. Yep, they don't come much bigger. You did start at 4 minutes 2, though.
I rebelled by going to uni and joining the socialists.
What were you rebelling against?
Small-mindedness.
So you give your son freedom of expression and a good education.
And he clams up. It's textbook stuff.
How's work?
Students are fine. First years are a nice bunch. I even managed to wangle a trip to the Tate Modern. despite the cutbacks.
Old Jonesy Welsh still there?
Yeah. Won't retire much as they begged him to.
He was good to me.
Do you see any of your family at all? Your son is about Paul's age, isn't he?
Bear with him, Russ. We can all be monsters at times.
What? Just spoke to another of your mate's parents who doesn't want you near their son. Seems you got what you wanted, a reputation as a bad influence. Well done.
It's a wind-up. I stayed at my mate Ashley's last night.
They don't want you back, so unless you agree to go home, you'll be spending tonight in the Young Offenders Institute. It's your call.
54 and 10 seconds.
Ready?
I've been for the past 5 minutes.
Stand.
Mr. Pearson, this court has decided to grant you bail, providing you stick to the following conditions. You are to stay away from licensed premises and report to Pembridge Police Station daily.
Court stand.
Thank you.
You done good. Gets me thinking. My cousin's got something coming up.
Pointing my way.
Well, he'd need to meet you. He's waiting on me now at the Piper's Arms.
I know it. Good. Give me half an hour and keep it to yourself.
And I was hoping he'd lock him up. Give me some peace.
You're behaving yourself.
Yes.
Huh?
I had some leave coming anyway.
Usual, please,
I just
Sam.
couldn't face going in, not knowing who'd done it.
That's terrible, mind. Someone got stopped for speeding and gave her details. Company car, see?
Oh, so they can't do for that, can they?
Ranjit's gonna sort it. See if he's about.
Oh dear. Ranjit this, Ranjit that. I think there's a bit of a crush going on there. Waste of time, though. Ranjit never play away from home. He's not the type. You'd be surprised. 35 pence, please.
You better.
No, I'm dying. That's why I came back to work.
You were good, love. But he was better.
Creep.
Not your type, then.
So what are you up to tonight, then?
Why? I thought work night. No, it's just I got a franchise order tomorrow. Need to check it's all in place.
Oh, nothing.
Come here.
Des, I can't bear people to gossip.
Yeah.
Friday, all right?
No, you don't. Can't walk out together. It's your turn. Give me 5 minutes. Friday.
You remember me?
Ginge. Oh,
We couldn't find anywhere.
looks like you're stuck with me then.
That's a private court, sorry, love.
And you understand that if you don't observe this curfew at your parents' home, this court has the power to remand you in custody.
Court rise.
Thank you, Mr. Singh.
No problem.
Love to Mum. See you, Pops. If you think of coming back to that hellhole.
Paul!
Did he? Never does that when I'm there. Yeah, see you soon. Yep, you too, bye. You better?
How's baby Jasmine?
Smiley. How's your lot, Griff?
Fine. You may as well know. We're getting divorced. Griff's got someone else.
Oh, I'm sorry. Has he left or...?
No, unfortunately. He won't move out, and he wants custody. It's my money that paid for the house. Guess I'm in for a long fight.
At least you know your stuff.
Perhaps I should get myself an admirer. Heard about your #1 fan.
What?
The blonde, quite pretty.
Helen? No, she's a client. Bit needy, that's all.
Well, Sandra reckons there's something going on.
You can give me the code to your dad's burger alarm as well, if you like.
Damn, I don't know it.
Tuck it in there, love.
Are you playing at?
Come on, let him go.
Get off!
Go on, hop it.
When I find you, you'll see what happens to blokes that touch up my bird.
Do you know Val's standing for the chair?
I did hear something. Times are a-changing. Do you really want another year of it? There's Gracie.
She's getting better daily. Last thing she wants is me under her feet. Told me so herself.
It's on your conscience.
Quite.
It's been one hell of a day.
I heard. Well, I won't keep you.
You'll be fine. Turn up early, we'll go through it.
Thanks. You don't know which bus takes me into town? Took time off, so I'm carless.
The #7 across the way.
I don't suppose you're...
No, and I'm late. My wife will have supper out.
You can't help things running over.
Night.
Yeah, good night. As I said, my wife will have supper out. The #7, yeah?